You are listening to the Pleasant Spirit Podcast with your host, licensed massage therapist, Kyle Pleasant. Here, we will be discussing topics on health and wellness, as well as self-improvement, and his experiences as a legally blind massage therapist. And now, here's your host, Kyle.
And hello again, and welcome to the Pleasant Spirit Podcast. I'm your host, Kyle Pleasant, licensed massage therapist out here in Gresham, Oregon. Well, I just wanted to say out there to everyone, now that we've gotten to the end of 2020, and I know a lot of people out there are saying thank goodness and are celebrating now and the New Year's. It's important to, remind everyone that, as we move into a new year, that we, set an intention, moving forward and, start, adjusting our mind to be better and to be stronger and to live this next year courageously, and hold that intention that it's going to be better and it's going to be greater, and it's, we can look forward to more blessings. And of course that starts with, having a blessed heart, a grateful heart. And so I wanted to start out the beginning of this year, just thanking everyone for listening, for participating in this particular podcast, allowing me the opportunity to speak my mind and to speak my experience. I had started this podcast out at the beginning of the fall, and I was just gonna record a couple of episodes and see how it goes and stuff. And it's been a lot of fun, and it's been a lot of interesting thoughts that I've put out there. Like I said, it just started out with only a couple of episodes in mind, and it turned into 15, 16 different things that just got inspired over the months to just kind of speak my mind. And I want to just say thank you for everyone that has decided to listen, and I can hold the intention of being grateful for that, and that I can hope and pray for even greater success in the future. And so I just wanted to thank everybody for for making this podcast what it is. And along with that, I've spoken a lot about, the thoughts create reality, and, using the law of attraction. By holding those things, the law of attraction states that whatever you put your mind on, that's what the universe continues to show up into your life. So if you start out, being grateful and counting your blessings, then more blessings and things to be grateful for are going to show up in your world, in your universe there. So I saw a thing here recently that on a daily basis we process billions of bits of information, the things that we see and smell and hear and all those sensory type things. We take in so much information on a daily basis. And our mind only processes or filters out, most of that. And that is, because we have a lot of biases and opinions and thoughts and things that filter a lot of that information out. So we may take in billions of information, but our brain filters out most of that, where it's only thousands of bits of information actually are received. And so it's important to maybe have an open mind and allow ourselves to be open to new experiences and new ideas, along with being grateful. Having in that open mind, allows for even more things to manifest and to show up into our lives, so trying to filter out a little bit less and be open more. It's a good thing to be able to hold into the New Year's in our minds as well. And with that, I'm not a big, having a New Year's resolution or, anything like that, but it's definitely a good idea to hold the intention of being better than we used to be. It was an old thing that Wayne Dyer used to say, is that, you don't have to, try to be better than anybody else. There's a quote in the race to be better or best. Do not miss the joy of just being. Sometimes just being is enough. And holding that intention that I can just be better than I used to be is a great, simple resolution. Use our time better, use our thoughts better, align our thoughts better. Just being better than we used to be is just a great way to start. And if, you're having trouble, with that, then maybe keeping a prayer journal or an affirmation journal, or, sometimes having a gratitude journal, just writing down every day what you're thankful for, what you've been blessed with, and being able to look back on that, once in a while, to help inspire you as to what, you are, what you have in your life and what you're grateful for, and that gives you some hope and gives you something to focus on and look at or whatever. Just writing some of that stuff down is definitely another, good idea. And even in that, if you're still having trouble, counting your blessings or finding things to be grateful for, consider being of service. I spoke on the last podcast about doing, something that is of service, just helping out the community, or, just helping a neighbor, bringing a neighbor something, helping somebody out is always a good way to take the focus off of you and your problems and your struggles, and focus on somebody else's. It's a good way to find things to be grateful for as well. And it's been another, even if it's just serving with a smile, or serving somebody with some kindness, if you're in the checkout line or whatever it is, and you have a kind word or a smile for somebody, that can be a great service to a lot of people around you. Because that kind of thing is a smile is contagious. If you're smiling at somebody and you have a kind word for somebody, then they take that, that smile and that kind word, and it carries it with them and to the next person that they're with. If it's somebody on the street or whatever, they can carry that with them. So just sometimes service with kindness or a smile, just a service of gratitude, any of that kind of stuff. And it's a saying that says, when you ask the universe, how may I serve? Then the universe can respond with, how may I serve you as well? It's a good thing to keep in mind. Just being of service. And with all those things, being of service, being open-minded, being grateful, showing, being aware of what you're blessed with, can have more of that show up in 2021. And goodness knows, plenty of us out there are ready to have some good things, more good things show up in our life. And so for me, as far as the future is concerned, I'm working on a couple of things, definitely want to keep this podcast going, whenever new episodes come up. And if there's any ideas anybody has out there that they want to share, you can reach me at podcast at pleasantspirit.com, or you can leave me a voicemail, or any of that kind of stuff. It's always appreciated to have some new ideas and that interaction to help create more shows. And and I'm also working on some blog posts on my website at at pleasantspirit.com. And I'm also finishing up a book that I'm going to hope to be able to get out here in the winter or so. And so be looking out for that. It's a little bit of kind of a self-help book, and in combination with a kind of autobiography type stuff or whatever it is. So, be on the lookout for that. I'm trying to finish that up. So if I put that out there, then then now I got to finish it, if I put it out there. And working on getting together like some, for my practice here, putting together some services about doing some life coaching or some kind of meditation. And that's another episode that I'm still working on, is getting out maybe next year, putting out some guided meditation for everyone here that you can listen to and, use in the morning whenever you want to set forth some kind of intention. You can meditate on an idea, or, just get your mind quiet. Because that's pretty much what meditation is just kind of stopping for a minute and getting quiet and clearing your mind, and maybe focus on one thing, one idea, a mantra, if you will, and just kind of having that, setting forth your intention on a regular daily basis. But that's an episode coming up here pretty soon. I'm getting there, putting together what I want to say, or getting that all organized, and some life coaching things in my practice, and maybe some hypnosis or something. Just any new services to have for my clients. That way, I have a well-rounded type business that I can serve a little bit more of the population in different circumstances. Because I don't know how long this pandemic thing is going to go, or if we're going to have another lockdown or in our state or what. So having that available is definitely helpful for any kind of situation. And with that, again, thank you so much for listening to my podcast, and I look forward to bringing you more episodes here in the coming year. And as always, be sure you like and share and subscribe, or whatever the thing is that you do with the podcast, and be looking out for me on different platforms and all of that. And be sure you share and reach out to me. And with that, I really hope and pray that this year is going to be a great one, and that we're going to see a lot of great things manifest in the world, on all kinds of fronts, politically and spiritually, and just being able to go out and help our fellow man, and just move forward in a great, courageous way. So everyone out there, have a wonderful new year and a wonderful 2021 that's filled with blessings and kindness and love. And have a pleasant day. Until next time, be well.
Thank you for listening to the Pleasant Spirit Podcast. We hope you found today's show informative. Please take a moment to write a review. And if you want to reach out or have show ideas, you can email at podcast@pleasantspirit.com. You can also visit his website at pleasantspirit.com. If you are in the Portland, Oregon area, you can schedule a massage or one of his coaching services at pleasanttouchmassage.com. See you next time, and always be well.